Good morning. Can you guys hear me okay? Can y'all hear me? Hello. Good morning. Good morning. Great, Scott. Can you hear me? Yes. Thank you, guys. Okay. Let me see who's here. Uh, Siren, Great Scott, and Canes, and ATS, and Jack. Good morning, Jack. Hope you're doing okay. Sloppy Stacks. Let's see if I can. I'm not. There we go. This might be better there. Disogic. Um, John Pierce. Silver Spurs. I guess that's it. Okay, I am doing this from the house today, so I hope y'all can hear me okay. Let me get out my YouTube and let's see here. Let me find me. Ida. Okay. And there we go. It says I'm live. Oh, that was loud. Hang on. And get rid of that. Get rid of that and get that. And there. I think we're all good. Oops. Oops. Hang on. Doesn't want to do that. Get over there. Okay. Thank you, Joe McBride. And good morning to you. All righty. Oops. Going to do that again, isn't it? Do this. My chat wants to keep getting big. I don't want it to. Okay. Okay, there we go. Morning, James. Okay, let's see here if I can. Let me get my hay spinner. Get that. There we go. Oops, wrong one. Okay. Dadgummit. Hold on. Yeah, this thing hates me. Okay, don't want to do that. Hay spinner. Numbers. Oh, we don't need 1,000, do we? Okay, got that. Kill that one and kill that one. And bring that back. And Jack, did you get my email? Bring that up. Happy birthday, Kate. Thank you, my friend. Hey, Red, good morning. Thank you, Red. All right, so got that. Now we got to find, I forgot to bring my trivia stuff, so we got to find some trivia information. So, oops. Well, oops, no, that's okay. Hang on. All right, let's see if this is going to work. Hang on. Oh no, that's too that one's too long. Y'all just hold on a minute. Do, 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 do. Okay, obviously I am no good at that. Okay. Gonna get rid of that one, get rid of that one, get rid of that one, and try this one. Okay, no good. Okay, that's no good. I am so not good at this. Get back in here, see if anybody else came in. Pizza God, good morning. Good to see you. Paula Bloom, good morning. Good to see you as always. Um, Paula, come up here and keep me company. I'm trying to find some trivia online that I like. Oh, you need a link? Well, guess you do. I'm not doing real well. I'm doing this from home today. Okay, now let me put it in here. There we go. There. There. There's Joe. There's Red.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. We
Morning,
still
Brett.
need Paula.
What's up, Brett?
What's up?
I give her the link and she runs away.
Maybe she tried to go on the other way.
Yeah, who knows?
Too cold to leave the house, Ida?
No, I've just got my housekeeper is going to come for the first time. And I'm not sure what time she's coming, and I've got to be in here when she comes. So
Oh, I don't blame you.
that's why I'm in here.
Yep.
Because she doesn't know where anything is or anything like that. So
Hello, Paula.
we'll
Good
see.
morning. How are you feeling?
I'm still rough, but I'm okay.
Does your
Oh,
butthole hurt?
A bit.
A bit.
Want to kiss it, make it better?
only
Paula, kiss his
Paula.
ass.
Only Paula.
Ew!
Paula, kiss his ass.
That'll be the first one.
That's what friends are for.
Oh my goodness.
Love pizza guy.
Good morning,
That
everybody.
pizza guy. It's crazy how bad them surgeries hurt, man.
Yep, I told you. It feel like you're pooping razor blades.
Better way to
But
start the morning.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
that's what I get for putting it off for so long, man.
Well, anyway, I'm not saying a word about that. What else is new?
Right?
We're afraid to tell you.
Yeah. It's like minus 27 here.
Is that all?
Is that Celsius?
Fahrenheit.
That's Fahrenheit. Wow, that's cold.
That's terrible.
You could have just froze your hemorrhoids off. Oh,
Oh,
never mind.
just crack yourself up, don't you, Paula?
Yeah, I haven't even had a full cup of coffee yet. On a roll.
Oh, that's what I need is a cup of coffee.
You can always count on coming here to be bullied.
And of course.
That's true.
Oh my gosh. Well, let's see here.
Oh, Victoria needs blankets.
Uh-oh. Hang on, sweetheart. Oh, you were on the second line. That's why I couldn't see you.
I
Good
was
morning.
hiding, I guess.
You were on the second line.
Good morning, everyone.
Morning,
Good
Victoria.
morning.
Right.
I am struggling this morning.
It's Monday.
How come?
Yeah, it is Monday, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yep.
It's 7:30 here and it's still dark out. Jesus.
This is ridiculous. We may not have trivia today.
Okay.
That's all right.
Yeah.
What happened? You forgot your cards?
Yeah, they're over at the shop.
Oh. Well, just don't have trivia. Don't worry about it.
Did you bring the new ones over there too? The other batch you got?
Yeah, they're all over there.
Oh, okay.
Every one of them.
That's okay.
So how you been, Ida?
I'm good. I'm good. You know it's my birthday month, right?
I know.
Happy
Yeah, okay.
birthday.
I think everybody knows, don't they?
Great Scott put random trivia. Yeah, but she's gonna have to flip back and forth and anyway.
Yeah. And then y'all could find them too easy.
Check it, see what he put up there. Do you have the cards and stuff over there with you?
The St. Jude's thing's on soon, isn't it? In March?
March.
Yep.
Wait. What happened? Okay, here we go.
Are you doing the box thing again, or?
I'm doing everything I can. We're not going to have as much in it.
Yeah. We may not have enough for a silver box this year.
Yeah, we'll have a very. Who knows? You just never know.
Yeah, I mean, big things could happen in the next couple months, but.
Morning, Charles. Ray.
Last year was pretty rough for everybody.
Yeah, but like I keep telling everybody, you know, it's rough for those kids too.
Yeah.
It's because it doesn't stop for them. Oops. Well, I guess we can't have trivia now. I just killed the hay spinner. Okay, let me get back. Hey, y'all want to hear something very exciting?
But yes.
This is like the ultimate excitement. All right, let me get over here so I can see y'all. Okay. Saturday, I was thinking, I'm going to go through a few pennies. And lo and behold, I found what did I find? Wasn't
An
an
RPM.
RPM. It was a,
Yeah. No, it
what?
was an RPM. Yes, it was.
Oh, it was?
Mm-hmm.
And I sent it to Paula, and guess what?
Mm-hmm.
It was legitimate.
Yay!
Yes, I know.
Congratulations.
What year was it?
I was so excited.
I'll show you guys a picture.
Oh, yeah, here we go.
Let me pull it up.
I was so excited. Boy, this monitor is so little compared to
Isn't it nice to find it on your own?
Well, yeah. Why?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. When I found my first double die, I was like so excited. I said, "Oh my
And
god,
you
I finally
guys,
got one!"
yeah. And you guys know how many pennies I have in here? A
Oh.
ton. A ton. Okay, Paula, here we go. Look at that.
Oh, that's a nice one.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Is that pretty or what?
Yes, it is.
Is that 6 also?
No,
No.
don't look too much into it. You found
fine.
what you found.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm pretty happy with that, I'm telling you.
Yeah, that's a nice one.
It was pretty exciting.
She even had it attributed correctly.
Yeah, that was important.
Mm-hmm.
Even
Was
though
that
it was
56? Was that a whole roll of 56s or no?
no, just one that I found.
Oh wow.
See, I have a box here with. Oh no, I have several boxes, but I have a little box that I'm kind of going through when I can, and it's got some fun stuff in it, 30s and 40s, and I've even got some teens somewhere. I don't know. I got all kinds of coins in here. I don't know what all I've got. A lot. And then I have a ton of them that I need to file that haven't been filed.
Just Logic doesn't know what makes this special. So it's a repunched mint mark, Dust Logic. Hang on, I'll pull it up again.
Put it back up, Paula.
There's
I don't know
another
if you
D.
guys can see my pointer.
There's another D on top of that D. Right?
Whoa. Hang on, my thing is jumping all over the place. Can you see my pointer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is the original mint mark that was punched in. Wasn't punched all the way. He changed his mind when he went to punch, and he punched this one in. So see the D here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was so excited.
I'm so excited. So yeah.
So it was very, very, very pretty. So anyway, that was my excitement. I have a lot of. Let me see here. What can I show
Yeah,
y'all?
Sloppy Stacks. That's 003 on Variety Vista. Yeah.
Now you can put that in your book.
Yeah. I have to get some approved before they go in that book.
Yeah.
That's a special book. I show y'all something that I found.
You could put that one in that book. It's a really nice one. It actually should have been included in the Cherry Picker's Guide, but it wasn't.
Yeah, I think it should be.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this Logic at RPM is a mint mark, not the year.
Yeah. Repunched mint mark.
Right.
Yep.
A very pretty one because I found it.
Yeah, that's a nice one.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like the coin's in good shape. Go.
Yeah, it's pretty good shape. Now look at this. This is a whole page of RPMs. Same one. Can y'all see that?
Same one.
Yeah, you know about it.
Oh, the 60. Well, I don't know if they're RPMs or not. I
I
mean, the
know.
odds are that they are because they're 1960 Ds, but
I know.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. You know, I
yeah,
was just showing.
so those were donated. So here's what we talked about before, one of the issues. Those were donated, and the person was, and it's very kind of the person to donate them, but they are not attributed. And the person said they didn't have time to attribute them. Well, we don't have time to attribute them either. If you know anything about 1960D RPMs, there's like 50 gazillion.
Over 200, 300.
And we cannot sell something, even just because someone says it's an RPM without it being attributed and verified. IDA can't sell it. That wouldn't be right. Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Now, if Chuck had sent it in, or Eric Buyer, or, there's certain people that, I mean, because Chuck is basically an attributor. Well, Eric kind of is too. That would be different, but they would have sent it in with an attribution number, I'm sure.
Right.
Okay, hang on. I'm going to go and get.
And we're not saying we don't trust everybody, but we don't trust everybody. That is what we're saying. I mean, just I'm just saying when it comes to varieties, right? They need to be verified.
Yeah, because some RPMs look like RPMs and they're not.
Exactly. And some are more valuable than others.
Yes, they are, especially 60D.
Right. So so if you guys send anything in and it's a variety or an error, it needs to be verified and have especially a variety, have an attribution number. Yeah. So gotta get the kids up. Okay, Red.
Take care, Red.
Take care of that butthole. I'm glad everything went well, though.
Okay,
And
I'm
you're
back.
okay.
Y'all miss me?
Yes.
Okay, good answer. All right, let me see if I have anything to show y'all. What kind of coins would y'all like to look at? Come on. Get my thing to work. Oh, you gotta hit the button. Ah! Okay. All right, let me see if I can get that up there now. Do. Okay, why isn't it showing? Oh, there we go. There we go. All righty.
On it and sell it as is. Nope, can't do that.
What if none of them are?
None of them are what?
Exactly.
What if
What
none
if
of them are RPMs?
Exactly.
Hang on, I gotta get a hold of this box here. Ah! Hang on.
I know what you're saying, Sloppy Stacks, but
Yeah.
for a charity, because IDA can't refund the money. Like they can't, you know what I mean? Like it, yeah.
If
And
they
for a
get a lot of
charity,
money for something, yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Good morning, Eric Buyer.
Eric, we've been talking about you. We've been talking about you. Good morning.
Morning, Eric.
I just would not feel right with doing that, and I know Ida wouldn't either, Sloppy Stack. So I know what you're saying, though.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
Let me get some of my stuff here.
But I mean, yeah, I know what you're saying.
First of all,
She could use them as giveaways and then use the disclaimer. But to sell it,
I don't think they were intended for that.
yeah.
So now I don't know what to do with them.
Well, use them as giveaways. Chew, bless me.
Bless you.
Bless you.
I mean, you could look. You're looking at coins right now. You could put those 60Ds under the scope.
Oh, guess I could, couldn't I?
Yeah, you could.
All right, hold on.
I can't guarantee that I'm going to sit here and attribute them, but I can verify if they're RPMs or not.
Eric's in the chat.
Well, he's not going to be able to in like
Well, he knows.
5 seconds attribute their 60Ds. Eric, you want to help attribute some 60Ds?
He knows a lot of them. Roughly.
Okay.
That's very
Yeah, exactly. Sloppy stacks. Not when it comes to the. Ray called me this weekend and talked me down from a cliff. I was, I'm like super, whatever. I'm just whining about the whole eye surgery thing, but he talked to me about it. I feel better. So thank you, Ray.
Who talked to you about what?
Ray called me and talked to me about the
Oh.
eye surgery. So
When are you doing that? Do you know?
I don't know yet. I haven't even seen the surgeon yet. So
all right, I've got to put these on because if I don't, I will get into so much trouble. So hold on.
I don't know what you have under the scope, but what is that?
Nothing.
Oh, well, it's something.
Well, it is, but I'm going to take it out.
I will. I'll be okay. I'm just complaining, Charles.
Okay.
Yeah. Exactly. Great Scott. Exactly. I mean, like I said, the odds are that they are RPMs because there's 1960Ds. I'm not sure that there were a lot of dies that weren't. I think what happened is they probably had some new what do they call them? Die setters? I don't know what they call them. But they probably had some new people, and learning to punch mint marks, and they were just
He only kept his job for 1 year.
good enough for union work, right? Good enough. Yeah, exactly. Well, I do know
very
that.
Pretty.
I do know that's that's why that's why mint marks can be all over the place, because as long as they were within I believe there was a box that they would go by, like, and as long as that mint mark was somewhere in that box, it was within tolerance.
All right, here we go. First one. Oops.
No, you got to get a lot closer to that.
Okay, hold on. I got to get closer.
A lot closer. Whoops, lost my chat. Like, you don't need to see the molecular structure.
Okay, fine.
It's so close, she's lost it. Where'd it go?
All right, better.
Okay, yeah, that's definitely an RPM.
Yeah, that's an RPM.
That is a small date, so there's less small date RPMs.
those would be in the 200s, I think.
So I'm writing all this that you're telling me on the card, Paula.
Okay.
So hang on a minute.
Some in the
Okay, small dates.
late 100s.
Look at the 9.
No, the 9's fine. That's normal for the 1960 small
Is it?
date. Yeah,
Okay.
and the 6 also. It'll. Yeah. It's normal.
Do I need to put the number of the RPM?
I'm just glancing quickly.
Because I'm writing these on the card.
And I'm on Variety Vesta. I'm not looking through Copper Coins. Can you go a little bit closer, please, and turn it so that it's straight up and down? The date is like.
Okay, hang on.
Like
a little bit closer.
Yeah, it's between 100 and 134, and then a couple. Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Is that good?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not going to look that one up, but you can put it. See the 6, Victoria?
Yeah.
The 9 and the 6, that's totally normal for small dates.
That's why I don't try to look them up myself. I'm no good.
Yeah.
So
You can just, that's an RPM. I am not going to look it up. So
that's okay.
as long as we can verify that it's an RPM, we couldn't sell it or give it away as an RPM. And I agree that they can definitely do the work themselves, unless it's like one of the bigger ones. Then those go for a little bit more money. So we definitely would want to attribute that. But we just, as long as we can verify, it's not on Variety Vesta right now. I just looked, Eric. That's why I'm like, well, okay. I'm not looking on
we
Chuck.
could see these if they were
I'm
still
sure
in
it's on Copper Coins.
Ah.
I'm sure it's probably on Copper Coins. Or I don't know if it's on Wexler's or not. I don't. Yeah, you got to get a little bit closer.
Still closer?
Do
you want me to take it out of the plastic?
No, I just want you to get a little bit
closer. You got that little nubbin on the out on the.
I don't think that's I think that's a little bit of.
Split on the bottom. I can't tell.
I can't tell.
All right, I'm gonna get.
I'm pretty sure it's an RPM. Well,
no, that's garbage. I think.
Yeah, that's garbage on that. I mean that it looks like there might be a little maybe a little.
Let me
tilt.
take it out.
I don't know, Eric. Might be a little tilt. If it is, it's like really minor.
Okay, I'm putting it in my thing here.
Yeah, watch when you get home, Eric, because I'm not set that one aside, Ida, because I'm not convinced on that one.
Okay, hang on.
Go. Yeah. I mean, if we got to get that close.
It's like you said, it might be minor. Is that split on the top a little minor?
No, I don't think that. I don't know that. Yeah, I think that's a little tilted one, but
I can't tell.
Yeah,
we're not going to count that as an
that one aside. I'm sure it is, but it's just super minor. It may not even be listed on any of the sites, but it looks like it's a little tilted one.
All right, putting that one aside.
Look at pennies in the morning, John Pierce says. This is better than trivia. Well, I would agree with that if it was anything other than 1960s. Yeah, fly poop and the pepper. That's right.
Well, we don't have that many to look at, Paula.
I don't know. They're okay, I guess, but.
Oh, come on. Every time I touch that, it moves the thing.
Looks like it might even be the same one. I can't tell. She's freezing.
It's awful minor if it is, isn't it?
Well, you're all frozen up.
I am?
There. No, that is an RPM.
Yeah, you got to split on the bottom. Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
an
I see it.
RPM. See the little, look at the bottom,
Yeah.
the bottom of that D, you guys. It kind of looks like duck lips or something else.
No, that's a good example.
Yeah.
That's a good
You what
example.
number it is, or do we?
I'm not even looking it up. Eric said he would look it up later. If you can just leave it there for just a second, get the whole date in there if you can.
Okay. Hang on.
There.
Yeah. Like that. So you can match up.
Whoa, hold it still. Turbo. Okay.
So you can match
Camel
up.
toe bottom, exactly. Well, you said it, not me. That was where I was going, but I wasn't going to say it. I was going to be nice. Oh, yeah. Okay, you can move on now. I'm sure that's enough. That one should be fairly easy, too.
So RPM.
There's some nice die scratches and... So what do we look at here, you guys? Trivia question. If this is all we had to look this up and we didn't have the whole coin to look at die markers, what would be the first die marker we would look for if we were looking this up? Joe, don't answer this.
Okay.
And actually, it would be the first die marker you would look at on any coin you're looking to attribute an RPM or a double die.
Or an ATS.
Trivia. You can't look it up. You can't look that up on Google.
No.
Well, you might be able to. I don't know.
This is a Paula trivia.
Charles, they're waiting for the go. That's funny.
Charles, we're not playing trivia. This is Paula's trivia.
You guys, come on. Somebody's got to be able to answer that. Charles, I said if the date is the only thing you have to look at, you can't look at you don't have the whole coin, that you're just looking at this. How would you match this RPM? How would you attribute it? What would you look at?
And you have to start at least.
Can I say?
Well, so
mint mark position.
There you go.
Yep.
Mint mark position relative to the date. So where the mint mark is in relation to the date, like where the position of it.
Yeah, the location.
The location. Yep.
Location,
that is where that is the best. That is your best first die marker. I mean, obviously you have to find the repunched mint mark first, but that's the actual variety.
All right, I'm putting that in as a real one.
Those are actually on the die itself, me. Those are die scratches, die abrasion lines. Probably from somebody, and typical with repunchment marks, because sometimes they would try to clean up that initial mint mark that they didn't quite punch in right or weren't happy with. Sometimes they would try to clean that up. So die scratches are typical around the date and the mint mark on when you find repunch mint marks.
Okay, here's another one.
If I had tilt that a little bit or changes the light a little bit, you'll see it on that one too.
I wonder if these are all the same.
No, that's different.
This one's different?
Yeah.
Well,
now it may be the same as the first one. I can't tell. Because she didn't get that close in on the first one. But yeah, it's not the same as the last one though.
But it is an RPM.
Yeah, it is an RPM. Mm-hmm.
All right, so I'm putting that one in the RPM slot. No wonder this person said it was too tedious for him to look at.
Well, it's not, because he had the coins in hand And if you're going to send, I mean, do a little bit of work, right? Unless you look and you just can't do it. If you can't attribute them, then that's different. But
See the split right there?
yeah, go up higher. Or
Go
maybe
up.
it's on me. There we go. Okay, yeah. There you go.
Yep.
Yep.
There's those lips again.
Mhm.
We'll look at some real coins when we get done with this. Okay. Oops. Oh well, that's okay.
Yeah, and with dye abrasion lines like that's another thing. A lot of people would have looked at that me and thought that was a cleaning, that somebody scrubbed the coin or something like that. But they are actually raised on the coin. And if it was somebody that took something to the coin itself, they would not be raised on the coin. They would be sunk incused on the coin. They would be actual scratches on the coin. That's an RPM.
We contributed that without ever having to take it out of the thing. That would be good. We could get this done a lot quicker. And then go to some other coins.
That's an RPM. Looks like they're all small date. He probably had some rolls. So these should be easy. These should be fairly easy to match and attribute. That's an RPM. These should be fairly easy because small dates, there's not as many as large dates, but there weren't as many small dates either.
They're mostly near the end too.
That's an RPM. But you got to leave it there for just as, try to get the date straight so that when Eric goes to put a number to him, I think the last like 3 were the same one. Okay, hold it still. Whoa, where are you going? Anyway, it's a little out of focus. Needs to be focused. There you go. Stop. Stop. Don't move it. Oh, you do. Oh, you vey.
I can't see where y'all are seeing. Oh, yeah, I
Stop.
guess I could.
Okay.
The good?
Mm-hmm.
How many have we done? Because now I think I've lost my thing.
1914. There's power died. Also 1929 mark. Oh,
Eric,
nice.
have we done 8 now?
I don't know.
If we haven't, there's no need in you doing it because I've got them mixed up.
What they charge you at the pawn shop for those?
I saw a friend on Facebook. I don't know. I'll just say his name because he posted it publicly. Brian Keith. His wife, he's told his wife many times not to, clean his desk off. And if she does, before she gets rid of anything, to ask him about it. Well, he had some rolls of silver, 90% coins, junk silver. And she didn't know what they were. She thought they were just change, rolled up change that he had on there. So she spent it.
Oh.
And he said, well, what did you buy with it? And it was some takeout food. And he said, well, that takeout food just cost me $400 and something.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Oh,
It was.
yikes.
Let me see exactly. Hang on a second.
Okay,
Wow.
I'm done looking at these 1960s.
Okay. Let's see.
I think they're all RPMs.
Oops. Dang, Paula, can you spell? My fingers aren't working.
Okay, I'm done with those. I'm going to look at some coins.
10% over melt. I guess ain't too bad for a pawn shop.
Let's see what. Yeah.
Are you looking something up,
I think
Paula?
it may not have been Brian Keith. Yeah, I think it was Brian. I think it was Brian Keith. Yeah, I was trying to find his post to see exactly how much face it was, and but anyway,
Lord, Angie.
I can't find it.
Likes to do what I want him to do.
We had two in the Facebook groups, two people at different times post. Oh, I'll show you guys something else too. Hang on. Speaking of, two people, different people at different times. One posted a 1943S, and the other posted a 1943D. Copper, quote unquote, copper cents. Both of them from the same AliExpress. And what a mess those posts were, because it was there were so many people in there telling these people to get the coin graded, blah blah blah, and I actually found like actual proof that these were counterfeits. They had the same die markers and everything, right?
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, same die markers and everything. Whoops, hang on. Whoops. Okay.
What happened to you, Joe?
And
Yeah, I hit the wrong button. Sorry.
okay. So, and then Jack Young, because he's on there too, right? He's watching the whole thing the whole time this exchange is going on. Finally, Gary closed the post down. Then Jack Young sends me this. Hang on.
Wait.
Oh my gosh. 1 second. Share screen. So we're going to turn this into a teaching moment. I don't care. If this is you and you're in the chat, pull this post down immediately. Okay, I'm sharing the screen. Am I up?
Yes.
Yes.
This is a whatnot.
Oh my gosh.
Sale. And the guy says, well, I guess this is another app you can't sell on. I've been trying to sell my rare bronze coins here for less than what they are worth, and you still get nothing. This app's starting to suck just like eBay. So pay attention to this coin, right? Pay attention to this coin. 43D.
Huh.
I took a zoomed in image close up of this 43. Okay, now I'm going to stop sharing. I'm going to share something else with you guys. So I messaged this seller. I did message this seller, but I also messaged Whatnot, but they haven't done anything yet.
What did the seller come back to you?
No, not yet. So I'm going to share something with you guys again. Okay, go here, go here, go here, go here. Okay, so when I'll wait till Ida pulls it up.
Uh-oh. Where'd you go? There you
Uh,
go.
This is the listing on AliExpress. Now, here's the thing with these, okay? These counterfeits. These are non-magnetic, and most of them weigh 3 point whatever grams. So close enough to the correct weight. So keep that in mind. Non-magnetic. So you cannot go by weight or whether they're magnetic or not, which copper plated steel cents would be. And those are what you typically find. So this is the coin on AliExpress. That's a little dot on the die. Here is the listed coin.
Same dot.
Here is the listed coin with a die dot over the L in Liberty. Here is the coin on AliExpress.
Yep, same coin.
Hmm.
Yeah. So plenty of proof to prove that this is. And let me show you. Let me show you the coin that was posted on Facebook. That's the coin that was posted on Facebook that everybody. Now this coin has the same die markers. So if you get close in on the date on the coins that people are getting from AliExpress, this is what they look like. Now you can obviously tell that that is not a genuine. It's not even a genuine 43 steel.
No,
Look how wonky the date is, and the mint mark is not correct either. But look how you can tell that date is like. I mean, it's not even a real coin.
How do they make those like that, Paula?
I think so. I think these are cast, but they could very well be cast from like a host. So they obviously are. They obviously are a die, right? So I don't know if they're cast using a die or if they're actually die struck. They could be die struck because they definitely use a die because we had the same die markers on them.
I think if I was going to make a fake coin, I could do a better job on matching it.
So when I see things like this, like you've seen Jack Young on our show interviewing, and he talks about attribution. Well, when he's talking about that, he's talking about exactly what I just showed you guys there, matching certain markers so that there is irrefutable irrefutable evidence when you present that to someone. When you could tell somebody all day long, it's fake, it's fake, it's fake, it's fake. But without evidence, they're not going to believe you. Oftentimes with evidence, they still don't believe you, as in the case here. Both of these cases. The case on Whatnot and the case on Facebook. They still didn't really believe me. I think the person who posted the coin believed me, but the 136 people in the chat didn't believe me. Yeah, the ones whose ego wouldn't, after they already were told the person, you should get that graded. Oh my gosh, great, fine, blah, 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 blah. Well, they get so invested, they argue with me so much that they're invested at that point. And when I present to them the evidence, they don't care.
And obviously they don't know how to say, oh, really?
Mm-hmm. And then it becomes the blind leading the blind, because they just start attacking me, and it's like this gang mentality. They all start sticking up for each other.
yeah. No, I've seen them do that to you.
Yeah. So I mean, I'm so used to it. Yeah, but
I tell you, a lot of it, Paul, is because you're a woman.
well, actually, Ida, it's funny you said that, because one of the guys was saying, he said, hey, I looked at your profile and I can tell you're from California. So my next comment to him was, hey, you spelled Oregon wrong. And then he said something about my wife. And I said, dude, put the pipe down. So he obviously did not look at my profile, or I don't know what was going on with that guy, but he got really heated with me. He ended up getting kicked out of the group, but he got very heated with me, and I played with him for a little while. I
Paula,
did.
you know that women just don't know anything about coins.
Well, I know, it's okay.
Women just don't know anything.
There you go.
Come on.
I did have fun playing with him, though. I did for a little while, and then it just got. And then what's funny is they'll actually go find one of their friends or whatever to come in, because all of a sudden, this guy out of nowhere jumped into that conversation I was having with that guy, and told me I didn't know shit. There's no other way to say it, and started attacking me. So I click on his profile. He just joined the group, had not made a single other comment, ever in that group or on that post. So it's obvious either the guy made another profile or he went and got one of his buddies. It's funny. You would have liked this one, Eric. It was, yeah. But anyway, the comment's not there anymore because the guy's initial comment was what I replied to. So all of the comments after that were all like replies to that initial comment, and Gary deleted that initial comment, so it deletes every reply after that. So I was kind of bummed that I didn't like take screenshots.
Yeah, you should have.
It was, it was kind of funny. You could tell that my comments were making the guy really mad. But anyway, it does no good for me to get into conversations with people like that because it's not helping the person that I am there to help in the first place.
Well, they don't want help, Paula.
No, the person that posted the coin really is the only person I should be concerned about. You know, I get, and then after that, if it becomes where that person wants to argue and they don't want my help, then I turn my focus to the people in the chat, in the comments, because then I focus on them because I want them to not be misled by some of the other comments, right?
You see what Eric said?
I
I usually stir the pot when I can, just to help my popcorn last long.
I right, me. No, yeah, right. I never make anybody upset. Never. But anyway.
Back to the real world.
Yeah. If you find a 1943 and you believe that it's real, it's not up to me to prove it's not real. It's up to you to prove it's real. If you find anything and you believe it's something, the burden of proof,
innocent until proven guilty.
That's right. The burden of proof is on you. You have the burden of proof. That's RPM. I could play all day with you.
I think that's an RPM.
Hello.
Oh, I didn't know you were talking to me, Paul. I'm sorry.
Well, I said that's an RPM.
Okay, Smarty.
Oh, look, a small LI. Right. That's damage. Move along.
It's a wing spread 1.
Cat and mouse.
1931. Gunky.
Earlier dates on those coins.
Those are gunky.
It's not too bad.
I like to look at gunky coins.
Oh boy, people are waking up here. I'll be right back. I'm going to go grab some more coffee. I'm going to mute because if somebody's yelling around here.
Yeah, we wouldn't know it. Oh, I got to get a Kleenex. Hang on. Ouch. My thing is so short. Okay. Okay, where are we at? 1952D. Not very pretty, huh?
No.
More gunk. I send the gunky ones to the bank. Another 1939. Anybody come in I missed? Let's see. Jumpy coins. You need to be blue, don't you? There you go. Hugh, good morning. Me, good morning. Charles, good morning. I knew Charles. Angie, good morning. Okay.
Okay.
It's hard to tell anything on these old coins like this, isn't it?
Sometimes it can be, yeah.
What the heck is... Oh, it's in 1934.
Yep. He called you Chuck, Charles.
1944. I like to look at the back of these. I don't ever find anything on the back.
You need to look at the back anyway, because there's some stuff on the back.
I know. I just don't like to. All right. This is a penny. Ah.
Oh, you do me? Thank you so much. Really? Aww.
What?
You made some elongated cents for me in St. Augustine.
Aw.
Aww. That's so sweet.
Sometimes you're sweet, Paula.
It's a rare occasion.
I know.
Other people are sweet all the time, though. Not all the time. Lots of times they are.
What was the date on that one?
73D.
Oh, yeah. I was going to say, why doesn't it have wheats in it on the back?
Huh? That's a good one, me. But I'm.
1953 S.
Oh, my eyes are burning this morning.
Put some drops in them.
I put drops in my eyeballs constantly.
What kind of coins y'all want to look at? You want to look at pennies?
You are looking at them.
I know. I just wanted to know what they wanted to look at. I'm gonna be trust. 1934. Wasn't turned just right, was it?
And if you found something on the back, would you even know what you were looking at?
I would not. Kind of like to look at the back. But if you're here, I'm gonna look just to humor you.
Popular. You're gonna be popular.
What is that?
It's a damaged 33.
33.
Butchered that song, didn't I? You're welcome. I am taking, in fact, this morning I have to go on. Now, I should knock on wood because between yesterday and today, the tickets may be sold out. I'm hoping they're not. But I think I am going to take Vivi.
Tickets.
I'm going to take Vivi, my little Viviana, on her first date with Grandma.
Oh,
There is a dinosaur thing going on at the fairgrounds on the 25th and 26th of January. You know, one of those like dino adventure things where they have like people dressed in, you know, the big dinosaur things, and there's like a dino bounce house, and you can dig for dino fossils and ride on dino scooters and all kinds of little fun dinosaur things. I forget what it's called. Yeah, like Jurassic thing or whatever.
that would be so cool.
She loves dinosaurs. She absolutely loves dinosaurs. She's been obsessed with them she's only 3, but she's always been obsessed with them. She can name them and everything. So I think I'm going to take her to that. I think today I'm going to go on and hopefully I can still get tickets, but
Take her to see Jurassic Park.
no, I'm not going to. It's like a Jurassic, you know, themed. It's a dinosaur themed thing. Have you guys ever seen those? Like at Universal Studios, they have those dinosaurs that are like really realistic dinosaur costumes. That yeah.
I've seen them.
Ankylosaurus. She likes the brontosaurus and the pterodactyls. Those are her 2 favorite. I got her a big brontosaurus, like a plastic brontosaurus. That thing cost me $50, but it's really heavy duty. For Christmas, I got her.
Is that a Woody?
That's what I'm looking at.
It is. She's had a few of them. Yeah, it is. That's a
Woody.
That's a crosshatch. Brontodactyl. Yeah, brontodactyl. A long neck. Long neck.
There's another one.
Not so much.
It's not.
No, I think those are scratches. Are you rubbing something?
No, I'm turning my.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm scrubbing these coins with SOS.
Well, listen, I had to ask.
Come on, Paul.
Wait.
Just turn the coin, Ida. You don't have to turn the whole thing.
Wait.
I'm waiting.
Just keep waiting for a second. No.
I'm waiting.
I know. I think I might have saw something that wasn't there. Yeah. I think I saw something that wasn't there. I was looking at the B in Liberty. But I think it's just a little bit of damage. Go over to the B. You'll see what I'm talking about. I think there might be a little bit of master die doubling or something on 38. I can't remember.
Well, on the bottom of that B right there.
Yeah. No, it's okay. I think it's just damage. You're good.
I'd be gooder if it was something.
Camel toes and woodies. If you guys must be like way behind in the chat. That camel toe comment was like 5 hours ago. Unless somebody else made one since then.
I have Welsh colors, the last one of mine.
Yeah, me too.
Paul, you see how red that coin is? What causes that?
Just toning.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. You can find like really red scents, and there's really no, nobody really knows exactly what the environmental cause or the environment, the contributing factor to those are. But sometimes you can find like really red coins, and there has to be something in particular that they're exposed to that causes that red color. But I'm not sure anybody really, unless maybe Chuck knows, I don't know, but I'm not sure anybody really knows exactly what the exact chemical or, yeah, I'm getting a weird feedback.
That Liberty looks weird. Guess it's because it's just shiny.
Fine. Yeah, it's okay. It could have been, Eric, it could have been some kind of chemical they used to try to clean them, or, yeah, I'm not sure.
Brillo pad or
Go to the I, then go to the we. No, the I, not the I. The I, the other I. The eyeball. Go to we. It's fine.
I think that's nothing.
It's because copper is red and it's going. No, it's a different red, me. That's a good thought, but it's a bright red, like a red, not like a copper, not like copper color, but like red. If that, no, that makes sense.
That's ugly.
Big rubber dye. Which eye? The one on my desk or the one on my head? Hey, Charles. That's
There's
funny.
an S. Look at that.
Mhm.
1935 S.
I have a thing I'll show you. Hang on, red scents. Let me pull it up. Christopher Rhodes wrote a blog spot on
Not
it.
very good shape.
Adventures in coin roll hunting. Coin roll hunting. Let me go down and search the blog. Red.
I gotta drop down. Lainey's going into work earlier today, I guess.
Oh, okay. Back when you can.
Bye. Have a good day,
Take care,
Lainey.
everybody.
Be safe.
Take care.
Oh, come on. Something's happening here. I'm getting a weird. I need to get a new tablet, I guess. Something happened to it. Okay, there we go. Let me share this with you.
Alrighty. Waiting on you.
Okay. Is it up?
Mm-hmm.
It says, here's an anomaly that I just haven't figured out yet. Red scents. I have heard stories of quarters being painted red. We know about that for jukeboxes and stuff, right? Or arcade game managers in order to gather usage data. But I can't come up with a good explanation as to why I find so many of these red colored scents. Any ideas? Either way, this is not an error. It's technically damage. So, yeah. I don't know what. And if you guys don't know the story on the red quarters, let me know if you want to hear it or whatever.
Sure.
I would love to hear it.
Me too.
So, have you ever seen them? Have you ever seen them or found quarters that were painted red or had remnants of red paint on them?
Mm-hmm.
So, bar
My uncle
owners
used to
and
do that.
yeah, bar owners and arcade owners and stuff used to, they would give out like, quarters and stuff to patrons to play the jukebox or to as like a free giveaway, give out to a kid to play an
Or
arcade
to
game.
his kinfolks.
And they did that to get people like if somebody went and played a song on the jukebox, their thinking was that more people would get up and use their own coins to play more songs on the jukebox. So they did that. They tracked when at the end of the night they would pull out the change thing and they would see how many of their coins versus how many of regular coins were used. Does that make sense? So they would track usage. They would
Yeah, my
track
uncle
the
used to
usage.
do that. He had an arcade.
Mm-hmm. They
I
would
think
track
I've
the
heard that
usage there.
before, just didn't remember that I had.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It was basically just to track the usage of the games and the jukeboxes and things like that. So
Hi ho Silver, good morning.
and you can still find them. Like if you coin roll hunt enough, you'll find them with just remnants of paint on
Oh
them.
yeah, I see him. I see him. Yeah.
And believe it or not, we do get the occasional, is this an error? Did it come from the mint like this? No. I'll bet you if you looked hard enough on YouTube, you could probably find a clickbait video or something about this $1 million quarter that somebody found that was red painted.
Probably true, Paula.
Right? Yep, that's another one. The people used to, back when there were payphones, they would take a penny and not just payphones. They did them with the little gumball machines and stuff too, but mostly for payphones. They would take a penny or a cent, and they would shave it all down and make it dime size, and it worked in the payphones. I have a picture of that too. The acid dipped coins and
I showed y'all my sidewalk coin. I was so excited about.
and parking meters. I used them in parking meters. And
Oh, they did?
mm-hmm.
I did not know that. Is there a particular year you guys want to look at on pennies or anything? Let me know because I probably have them.
Share this with you. I mean, if you guys want me to stop, if you don't want me to show you this stuff, let me know. Just stop me. Stop me. It says this 50D Lincoln cent was reduced in diameter and thickness on a grinder or filed to be used in a payphone when calls were a dime and a parking meter when they accepted nickels and dimes or other vending operations. Though the striations on the obverse coin may be confused with those of a split planchet strike, file marks on the edge and the coin being out of round are both dead giveaways as to what the coin really is. Yep, you'll find those too. Thank you, courtesy of Ken Potter, for that one.
I want to look at 2067.
2067.
Mm.
Oh my gosh, I know. You and me both. Hi ho, we'd both be 100 in 2067. I am
Mm-hmm.
not. Boy, I'll be lucky to make it to 60. How's your nose, hi ho?
$19.51. You know, I have more people. I bet you I've had 5 people last year come up to me and say, "Look, this coin doesn't have a D on it."
Ugh, the no mint mark error.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Hey, and if you guys want to know about Incuse machine doubling on coins, go watch Amanda's new video. Good, hi ho. It's good to hear that. We're going to be doing a video on exactly that too. The no mint mark, on the L on the rim, on the floating roof, all of that stuff. All of it. It was amazing. She did a really good job on it. Yeah. She did a really good job on it.
Okay, let's guess the
88
coin.
white AM. Well, yeah. Well, they don't call it that anymore. Thank goodness, Joe. Now they
That
call it what
what?
it actually is, the 1988 and the 1988D. They used to call it a white AM, but it's actually just the designer's initials that you need to look for. It's the flared G RDV006. It's a reverse design variety. The 88. They used a die that was intended to be used for 1989. So it is the reverse of 1989. 88 with a reverse of 1989. But they're all wide AMs. They're a wide AM is the normal reverse for them, and they used to call them wide AMs because they had the wide AM, the initials, the flared G. And it used to be really confusing for collectors because everybody would look at their 88s and go, "Hey, the A and the M are wide. So did I find one?" And then you go to the initials and you're like, "No, you didn't."
Okay, what year is this, y'all?
I don't know. 41. I don't know what it is. 52.
I don't know. I haven't looked yet.
Between 09 and 58.
Oh, well, that's a good guess. 39.
39. I was 2 years off.
Mm-hmm. Oh, what is this?
Are you sick, Victoria?
No,
No.
no. Depends on what kind of sick you're talking about.
Sounds like you have a little cold or something.
I've always got a cold.
Oh.
Seems like it anyway. I do have a doctor's appointment this morning, but
I'll
it's
bet you that has a counter stamp or something on the back of it.
nothing about a cold or nothing.
You bet it does.
Bet it does.
Well, it's got something on the back of it. I can see that.
There you go.
What do you think that is?
Damage. Beyond that, does it matter? No. Don't pull your hair out trying to figure out how some kind of damage happened, because there is an infinite number of ways a coin can become damaged.
Yeah, you'd never
Call it
figure
damage.
that.
Yeah, just know it didn't come from the mint like that and move on. I get that a lot. People want me to, well, I know it's damage, but what kind of damage? The bad kind?
Any damage is a bad kind.
Right? Carl,
Yeah, fine, Charles. That won't
do
be
you
no
guys
problem.
remember Carl? He used to be on our panel.
I don't.
He was funny, Carl Messman. He was funny. He would actually come up with stories to tell people. Well, let me tell you how that became damage. Little Johnny got a penny from his grandma. Yeah, I mean, he would come up with the funniest stories. It was hysterical. He's been coming around lately. Shay actually went and saw him. He had some health issues. I don't know if I don't want to talk about him because anyway, I don't know if I'm supposed to, so I won't. But he still puts videos out. He has a squirrel feeder, and he has a little squirrel that he's named and everything. So he does little squirrel videos. I know, it's really cute.
He named the little squirrels.
He did. He named the little squirrel. I know.
How cute is that? Oh.
I think he named him D's Nuts or something. I don't know. I'm just kidding. It wasn't that, but that's what I would name a squirrel if I had one. D's Nuts. Mini pirate stomped the center with his mini peg leg. That's funny. What is a counter stamp? So have you ever seen the Kennedy kissing the Lincoln? So like the Lincoln cent or the Lincoln cents that have like the little state stamped in them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Those are counter stamps.
Yeah.
And they've been doing counter stamps for a long, long time. Like even chop marks are counter stamps. Some are. So
why doesn't that guy still help you guys on the show?
What?
Why doesn't that guy still help you on the show?
He had some health issues.
Oh, okay, I see.
So. But yeah, chop marks. So chop marks are basically counter stamps. They were not on the coin when the coin was initially minted, and they were done with a metal or some kind of stamp post mint. So while they are post mint damage, they are actually they can actually add some value to a coin. So it depends on the counter stamp. Yeah, damage someone does intentionally. Correct. But chop marks have historical value. So while they are technically damage, because they have some historical significance, people collect them. Actually, people collect counter stamps too. Ida sold an entire counter stamp. I think Shannon bought it, didn't he? Like the whole state.
Shannon or Adam one did.
Yeah, the Lincoln cents with all 50 states.
Do you know who made it? Who did it?
Oh,
no, I don't know.
I don't know. Where would they get all 50 states to counter stamp that many?
Oh,
states?
they've been putting those sets together for a long time.
Really?
Yeah, they've
Okay.
been putting. So yeah, and for a long time, kids have been taking them apart and spending them.
Oh, okay.
So yeah,
Boy, he looks funny there.
he's
Looks like he's
got.
got the wrong lips.
I think he's got a little lamination issue going on. Or delamination. Little lamination peel, I think that is.
I think he's got some funny looking lips, huh?
Yeah, it doesn't look normal.
Yeah. What Great Scott said. They
1970.
didn't hold. They didn't hold them with chopsticks. Your phone ringing.
It's funny, Paula.
That's what Eric said because they held the chop stamp with chopsticks.
Another S.
Did you get any snow? Any more snow, Ida?
Mm-mm.
Just snowed and melted away, huh?
I don't think it melted before it ever hit the ground.
Oh, well, David Go was all panicked. You better come home.
Yeah. He wanted her to come and get him from the tractor.
He did. Oh my gosh.
Well, he would have had to walk home. That would have been fun. It wouldn't have mattered if it was bright and sunshine. He still wouldn't have wanted to walk home there.
Yeah.
1938. Lots of 38s in here.
We live in an apartment complex, and the dumpster isn't that far from where our building is. My husband will take it out, hold it outside his window of his truck, and drive over to the dumpster to throw it in. But in all fairness, he's had both of his knees operated on, and that one, I think they operated on it 5 times in 5 months.
Yeah.
He's lucky to be walking, so even in good weather, he doesn't like to walk very far.
I can't say that I blame him.
Yeah, and like I said, he's a very big guy for his, very overweight. But you couldn't ask for a nicer person.
I would be scared I would do some damage to it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm always worried about it.
That's why I drive. You know how short a drive I have.
Yep.
I don't want to step in a hole and kill my back.
Or your knees. You've had your knees operated on.
I'm not too worried about my knees, but my back I still am. Let's see what's in here.
Yeah, he went out to get something out of his truck just not too long ago. I mean, it's parked right in front of the building. And I got to lay and I thought, I haven't heard him come back in. It's been a while. So I got up and go in there, and he's laying there asleep on the couch. I was like, I never heard you come back in. He said, I never went out. I said, oh, okay. Crazy people.
I have lamination on that.
So how did that get damaged, Paula?
I have lamination.
Well, Victoria, let me tell you.
Sandblasted to me.
Yeah, there's a lamination right there down on his vest, down at the bottom of his. At the bottom.
I see it. Okay.
The bottom of his coat.
Gotcha. I see. This is a play penny. See?
Mm-hmm.
Play penny. Isn't that cute? 1950. Play penny.
Like they thought somebody was going to believe that was real?
I don't know what they thought.
People collect that play money.
Good night, Bab Idea Lab.
Oh, boy.
Holy cow, look at that crack.
That's not a crack.
I bet that's a hair. What do you bet? I bet that don't move. I mean, I bet it moves.
It's not a crack.
Yeah.
I got to babysit today.
Do you?
Yes, I almost fell asleep in church yesterday.
Uh-oh.
I
Oh,
know. It
terrible.
was bad.
It's
And
bad
it was
enough
a
that
really good it was a really good sermon too, but oh
How do you know?
no, I didn't fall asleep, but I almost did.
What's he got hanging in his ear up there? You see his ear?
Can you get in closer on that?
Mm-hmm. Maybe.
That's got some problems.
It's in the plastic. That's the problem.
You want me to take it out?
No. I just don't I wanted to look at the mint mark. It's okay. It's okay. I don't know why you have that in a flip though.
I've had these forever.
Hmm.
Here's another.
So I want to see that better.
Look at that.
Yeah, your light is terrible, but I want to see that.
Oh, that's
Yeah, that's a little interior die break. Mm-hmm.
isn't that cute? You have to admit it's cute.
It's a little interior die break.
Okay, let me write that on here.
And interior that's just a fancy number, a fancy word for way of saying it's a die break somewhere in the middle of the coin. On
I
the
agree with
interior,
Angie.
the interior of the design.
Crackhead. I agree with Angie.
Kid.
It's a 69S.
Yes, it is.
It's nice and pretty.
Shiny.
Mm-hmm.
These have been in here so long. I need to do something with them. Need to take them out of the flips, don't I?
No, why?
Because I got so many of them that don't need to be in the flips.
Well, I wouldn't take that out unless you want to put it in a book.
Look at that.
Look at what?
I'm looking.
It's a little crack.
It's a cute little crack, Paula.
Yeah, it could even be a die break, but it's so worn that it's hard to tell if it's a break or a crack or what's going on. But
Yeah, 67, 87. Good gosh. Oh, and that's heavy. Here's a whole roll of miscellaneous S's. A row of 1946s. 1946. I don't know what those are. Oh my goodness. $1971. $2017. This must be my go back to the bank pile. 1917 again. 1917 again. 2004. Oh, yeah, this has got to be my go back to the bank pile.
Ida, you want to hear something funny?
I'd love to.
So I was looking through I have like bins of just like random coins that I've just like taken off my desk. I'm like, I'll clean it later. I'll go through these later, and so I like throw it in like a Tupperware container or something like that.
Yeah.
Do you remember a couple of years ago when we did that? When we did that coin roll, the box battle. Box battle.
Yeah.
I think Joe was in on it. Silver Bowl. I think Silver Bowl won that. Silver Bowl was in on it.
Yeah.
Well, I just found the coins that because we were only looking for like wheat cents and and Canadians and things to keep score, I put all the rest in like a little container, and I'm like, I'll go through those later. Well, I just found that container.
Just found them.
Yeah. So like $25 worth of, cents from that box that I opened up and said I would go through later from 2 years ago or 3 years. It might have even been 3 years. I don't know.
Probably more like it.
Yeah. I just found them. I put them in a Tupperware container, put the lid on them, and so I need to go through them.
Holy cow, it sounds like David's cleaning the house for the maid.
Oh my gosh, really? That's so fun. I used to do that. I had a housekeeper for a little while. And I would go around and clean before she would get here. That's why I ended up I only had her for like 2 months, and I'm like, well, this is just a waste of money. The only thing she really did that I hated doing and wouldn't do and really couldn't do was my baseboards. So, yeah, I figured out real quick that
He must have been a scrapper. You see that scar on his cheek? He got in a fight with somebody. 1944, yes.
Yeah, my daughter used to clean my house. It's been a few months now, but it sure didn't stop her last weekend from calling wanting money.
right?
I'll make you a deal, honey.
Yeah, well, she's wanting more money than I've got to give right now. I can't help her out of this one, and she hasn't called and said, "Do you need your house cleaned? I need to make some money." For the last 2 months, 3 months. So now she's, needing $400 all of a sudden, like by today.
Wow.
And it's Saturday. And I was like, well, I can't do that. I mean, theoretically, yes, I've got it. I'm just not doing it. She doesn't come up here and help me. She doesn't call me.
Yeah, that's no bueno.
Don't call me. She's 50 years old. Well, she'll be 50 in March. Don't call me.
Oh, come on.
Grow up. She don't have any dependent children. It's just her. There's absolutely no reason she couldn't make enough money to take care of herself. So I'm being a mean mom.
No, you're not.
I'm going to talk to you about that.
No, you're not.
I know. I'm not.
No, you're not being mean.
No, I'm not. And I know I'm not. I should have stopped a long time ago. And I did, but then off and on, occasionally I would help. But it's been a while.
Oh, he got hit in the chin too.
Oh, I gotta get my back. I got a back brace for myself, and I hate the damn thing.
Why? What did you do to your back?
It pushes my boobs up to past my chin.
That doesn't sound like it's for your back.
Up there. What are they doing up there?
I think it's too big. I think I got it too big for me, but I don't know. I hate it. I hate it.
No, I know it's not mean, Angie. I mean, she's, got a high school degree and has took a year of college. She can get a job.
Mm-hmm.
You know? I said something to her about Toyota. They're hiring a lot of people right now. They're not very far up the highway from us. She said, I'm worried about driving my car up there every day and back, you know. But then the next week she tells me she's delivering food for people, whatever.
Oh, like Uber Eats or
Yeah,
something?
yeah, like Uber Eats or something.
Well,
And
don't
I
they
didn't
drive
even,
their own car for that?
yeah, I didn't say a word. I thought, you're putting a lot more miles on that car driving it around town
Mm-hmm.
than it would. And I mean, Toyota would be the idea job around here. They pay well, has good benefits, a lot of things. And they're building a whole great big huge building to make the electric batteries for cars.
Sounds like she wants to be her own boss.
Mm-hmm.
What do y'all think that how do you think that the electric cars are going to go?
They're gonna have to find a better way, I think. They're good if you're just gonna drive them around town.
We got in our town an electric bus. Probably about a year ago. We got an
An
electric.
electric bus?
Yeah, an electric bus. It was all the rage. Like everybody, everybody was so. I mean, I live in a blue state, right? But so electric vehicles and all that, climate change and whatever. Well, a couple days ago, that electric bus caught on fire.
Oh no.
Yeah, in the bus yard and burnt to a crisp.
Oh yeah, they can't put that out.
So there's that.
Why did it catch on fire?
I don't know. Because it's an electric vehicle and they catch on fire. I don't know. Let me see if I can. I don't know if I can find it. I think Chris Barnett put something up. Whoops. Let me see if I can find it.
Well, I don't think I would ever want an electric car, like to go from here to Arkansas or somewhere like that.
No, I wouldn't either.
Honey, do you need help?
Where is that post?
Yeah, hang on. I'll be right back.
Okay. Post. That's old. Let's see. Let me go on this page and see if it's on this page. Oh, there it is. To wait till Ida gets back so she can share.
Okay, I'm back.
Oh, she's back.
I'm back.
Okay, hang on. I'm putting something up.
Wow.
That's our electric bus, Josephine County Transit.
Oh man, what caused it to start on fire? Did they know?
I don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure. It just, let's see, it says had electric bus fire. Yeah, I'm not sure. It spontaneously combusted. Here it says Please follow about our electric bus fire at our transit yard. More to come. Nobody was injured or hurt. Go to for official press release. Let me see if I can find the official press release.
Wow, that would be scary.
Yeah.
Crazy goes there.
Whoops.
I wouldn't want any more. Oh, let me go get mine. Hang on, be right back.
I've seen YouTube videos where they, have a car on fire that's an electric car, and they can't put them out.
So it says a 35-foot Gillig low-floor bus converted to battery electric by Complete Coachworks was not scheduled for service January 8th when a transit operator saw a fire emerging from the vehicle's roof. Operator immediately called emergency services, blah, 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 blah. It says, Chansey said the incident was categorized as a runaway thermal event, which happens when a battery cell shorts out or is damaged, causing it to discharge its electrical energy.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want an electric car myself.
Hey,
Even if they give it to me.
update on can cams.
Yes.
Yeah.
They're stable, but still in the warning zone. The pup and missus are fine, and I'm flying home tonight. Tomorrow, we'll be home at 6 p.m. tonight.
Oh, good. Okay. Well, so far, so good, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so scary.
Water won't put them out. That's right. Oh, my gosh. I have to ask Ashes. I imagine they do the same thing.
Well, if you watched that, that electric truck, that Tesla truck that blew up in front of the Trump casino.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
If you watch that, that's what the fire department used to put that fire out.
Wow.
It shows them pulling the blanket off. They used one of those blankets to put the fire out. So I think they're using those a lot even on just vehicle fires in general. Maybe not. You would know more ATS than me. I'm talking like I know what the hell I'm talking about. I don't know what I'm talking about. But I imagine they work well. Just suffocate the fire, right?
You'd think it would. They didn't have enough of them for all them houses, though.
No, I know. Isn't that sad?
It still hurts me to see those homes right there on the water and burned to the ground.
Malibu is destroyed. It's really sad. But I did find out that they are using salt water, seawater. They have those planes. They're scooper planes or something like that.
Super scooper.
Yeah, pooper scoopers, super scoopers. But they just fly right at the ocean surface, and they just, as they're flying along, they're scooping. It's like scooping up the water.
Well, it looks to me like that they could have some kind of pump, like that guy that they showed on TV had, that they could use. Even if it ruined the pump, it's got to be cheaper than replacing the house.
Well, what happened, Ida, is that they pumped all of the fresh water out of their reserve into the ocean to save the smelt.
I know.
Yeah,
which was crazy.
Good morning, Ashes.
I know. Well, some people believe that, Welchco. I don't happen to be one of them, but some people like to say that.
Yeah, when I saw the videos, and you'll relate to this, Paula, you smell it. Think about it. Because your house burnt. No, when your house burnt, you had to go back in and clean up.
Oh, yeah.
You smell it. You smell it forever, it seems like.
Yep.
When I see it like that in California, the first thing that pops in my mind is the memory of the smell.
The smell, yep.
Yes.
Ashes, come up. We have some questions to ask you.
But I'm going to jump down because I've got to get ready.
Oh, okay,
All
Victoria.
right, honey.
Have a
Good
great
luck.
day, honey.
All righty. Bye-bye. Love
Bye,
y'all.
sweetie. Love you.
Be safe.
Always.
I heard that too, John Pierce. I did hear that. I did hear that that's one of the theories, conspiracy theories or whatever that's going around, that it's all these wealthy homes. That would I suppose that would be plausible if it was only in the wealthy areas, but it's not only in the wealthy areas. So I did hear that too, though, that the thing about if people think they don't have other evidence on Diddy, I doubt that they need any other evidence from those people.
Hey, Ashes.
Good
Most
morning.
things are stored in the cloud. In the cloud, like Kamala says, up there in the cloud, up there above us, hovering in the cloud.
Ashes, how come they couldn't have a generator that they could pump ocean water to those Malibu homes?
Okay. So, well, first off, good morning, everybody. How's
Good
everybody
morning,
having a
Ashes.
great
Tell
Monday?
us.
There is not regardless of what you read in the news, regardless of what people say, there is not enough pumping capacity of all those fire trucks to put the fire out.
Right.
The fire is too big in order to put fire out. Fire creates British thermal units, BTUs, and you have to put gallons per minute that overcomes the BTUs that are generated to put the fire out. They don't have the pumping capacity in all their fire trucks to do that, and their infrastructure for their hydrant system, their water system, even though they have a great water system, there's not enough water there to do that.
Right.
This is what's considered a conflagration fire. And in conflagration fires, you don't stop them. They just burn it up. And
Oh, man.
it's unfortunate, but California, especially California, but the West Coast, because of the way the winds and stuff blow off the West Coast and everything comes off the ocean, they are known for having these conflagration fires. They've had them for centuries.
Yeah.
And what happens is there's a program called FireWise, FireWise. You can Google it. And it teaches people how to clear out space around their houses. You should never put shrubs. You should never put anything that is green or could turn brown next to your house. You quite honestly should have pea gravel around your house and nothing else, no shrubs, because anything you have against your house, it will burn and it will cause your house to catch on fire. You can construct houses where they won't burn as easily, but it will burn. These fires are super hot. If you saw some of the video from yesterday, the fires have created, we call them fire naders. So fire tornadoes, they create their own weather. They create their own wind. And it's just by the grace of the good Lord that no firefighters have lost their life that I'm aware of. And it's a shame that the citizens have died that have, but they build their homes on hills. They allow people to build homes where they probably shouldn't allow that to happen. And then it happens. And so, it once it runs out of fuel, and by that I mean there's no more trees, no more brush, no more houses, the fire will go out. It's just you just can't do it. The largest fire that I've ever been on is 40,000 acres, and we didn't put the fire out. We had to wait till it got to that point that it burned down that we could put it out. It's very, very difficult, and like all things silver, people love to put pine straw and mulch and all that stuff. It does make your house look beautiful, but if you don't have stuff cleared away from it, it will burn up your house. So, so that was a long answer to an easy question. So
my sister lives in Sonoma, California, and her front yard is nothing but rock.
Yeah, a lot of people do that.
That's perfect. That's what they should have. I mean,
there's a lot of underbrush that is not owned by people that needs to be cleared. There's a lot of stuff. They know that this stuff happens, Ashes. I agree. I was actually at my sister's one year. I think I showed you guys pictures of it. It was right down the road from her. It was the big fire that went through Ventura and went through Camarillo and all the way to Malibu. And I showed you guys pictures. Like, it was scary. Yeah. We packed up our car and everything, but there were a lot of problems that they had that they could have prevented.
Yes,
I do
absolutely
know
agree.
that, huh?
I said I absolutely agree.
Yeah.
Now, in a conflagration fire, I mean, if you think back to 1906 when the San Francisco earthquake, I know none of us were here then,
Yeah, the
contrary to
fires
belief.
were-
I wasn't here. But so, you know, that fire, when it had the earthquake and everything ruptured and it all burned up, it just burns up.
Mhm.
Do the ashes catch it on fire when it blows? It can. So it's not the ash, it's the ember. If you think,
It's
if
the
you have a,
embers, yeah.
yeah, it's the ember. So if you have an outside fire, say you've got a fire in your fire pit, and if you'll watch, and as the wood burns, you'll see the little red things that float up in the air, those embers. So what happens? This wind is so quick, it picks the embers up, and the embers can float miles away and then catch someone else's house on fire.
So Great Scott, I'm going to show you something. That is a huge ball of misinformation that's going around. This is a perfect example of why you cannot believe everything you read. Those trucks were inspected in Sacramento and moved on to where they were intended to be.
So let me explain to you why they inspect the fire truck. So when you have these large fires like this, and you're going, and people are going to help LA County, LA City, or California in general, helping Cal Fire, which is one of the largest fire departments in the country. When they come from out of state, once they get to the state line and they arrive, and every vehicle is inspected or should be inspected, because now the state of California, LA City, LA County, whatever county has asked for that help, is now accepting it, is now responsible for it. Right. So they need to inspect the trucks. And it's not about the smog stuff, but it's to make sure that they're mechanically sound, to make sure that they don't have a rod knocking in the engine, because once you accept it, you are responsible for it. So they will be inspected to make sure they are worthy of being there, and then they will let them go through. They're not going to worry about, in the conflagration fires, they're not going to worry about if it's a diesel, if it has DEF. That's going to make sure that they are roadworthy and safe to be there, because fire trucks are $1 million a piece, and they want to
like
make
it
sure.
says, they're not intended to travel hundreds of miles.
Yeah. My fire truck is, now if there's people all over the country that have offered help to California, and the New York City Fire Department has, the Ukraine has offered up firefighters to come help them fight fires in California, and you know, they don't have enough firefighters due to whatever the reason is. And depending on what news cycle you read or listen to, budget cuts from either the state level or the local level, change in the way they manage fire departments. You know, it is what it is. Yeah. But they could have had a full staff fire department, and they could have had full staff fire trucks. It would not have changed the outcome, because these fires are too quick, too fast, too hot, and they don't have the pumping capacity to sit there and put them out. It just, if they can catch them very, very early in the fire cycle, then they can put them out. But typically, you're not, because it's so fast, it's just not going to happen. And my heart goes out to everyone in California, and I don't care if they have a $100,000 home or a $100 million home. It is, and my heart goes out to all of them because of what they're doing.
So do you remember the I-5 fires that happened here a few years back? They burned complete towns, Talent, I mean, all along I-5. And those were deliberately set, but it was the same issue. The wind was blowing so hard. I was listening, you guys have heard me tell this story. I was listening to the scanner, and the heartbreaking thing was hearing these firefighters saying that they had to just let these homes burn, because they had to try to move on and get ahead of them. They had to just let them burn. They would do a quick sweep and make sure nobody was stuck or trapped, and then they just had to let them burn.
And that's what you have. You have to find what you can call defensible space. So what can I defend and stop the fire here? And sometimes you have to give up whole neighborhoods when you have these large fires.
That's why they're dumping that retardant and building lines.
And I will tell you right now, in my opinion, California has the best airplane and helicopter pilots in the world, outside of the military folks that are out there flying. These men and women that fly these, and Paula, when I first came on, Paula was talking about the water tankers, those tankers that go out and scoop up water. Yeah. You know, those,
Oregon too.
Yeah, those men and women that fly on the West Coast, and those pilots that fly and on the West Coast, they call those tankers. I call it an airplane, but it's just different. But those folks are outstanding at what they do.
Yeah.
They have people on the ground that says, "Hey, I need you to drop it here," and those folks are able to pinpoint precision with 5,000 gallons of water or retardant and lay it down and put the fires out. They couldn't fly early on because the wind was too harsh.
Yeah.
It was just so the planes could not fly because they have one plane that's a 747. So think about how big that is, and it's an air tanker that drops retardant, but it has to fly at a really low and slow speed, and it can't do it when the winds are high.
Wow.
Yes, Miss Ida.
Oh, it's okay, Great Scott. Everybody. So that's why I saved this thing, because like I think that's people are not hearing like the real story. So that story is going around all over. I have friends that are posting that, like saying that our trucks never made it. I remember when they left. In fact, I think I mentioned it to you guys that we had all these fire trucks and teams that left from here, because they actually, a bunch of them were from my city. So yeah, I remember when they left, and I thought the same thing. Like I had read that they were stuck and California wasn't letting them go and everything. And then I saw this media release. I'm like, okay, this is what happens. You know, one person, like, misinformation getting around again, and
we're good for it. We're good at that, aren't we? Get a lot of that.
I believed it too until I saw the truth. You know, that unfortunately there was no like truth being posted out there. So
you know what, Paula, you can say that, but then you listen to a governor, then you listen to a president, and then you listen to the news. How do you know? I mean, who do you know to believe?
Who you listen to are like Ash's, like fire department people, because the fire department is coming forward and saying, look, there were things that could have been done ahead of time that could have maybe not prevented this, but made it, you know, more manageable, like all of the underbrush and taking care of all of that. When you don't have the budget to do that kind of stuff, and when you have a whole yard of fire trucks that haven't been maintained, like I think 59 of them or 89 or something like that, like fire trucks they have that have no use. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing you can do. So
that's cool, Kevin. Yeah, I'm glad your folks are going to help. If I put a link in the chat, it's called ncweb.wildfire.gov, and on the screen you can see. So these are the wildfires that are currently burning in California. If I scroll out, you'll see all these dots. These are the wildfires that are burning in the United States right now. So you can go. It's a public website. You can go to that. You can scroll in. So if you scroll in here tight to around Los Angeles, like this fire right here, you can see that's how big the fire is. And you click on it. This is the Eaton fire. It's 14,000 acres, 27% contained. You can click on go incident. It'll take you to another website and you can read about it. You know, the West Coast is a beautiful and lovely place.
It's dry.
I have never been there. I'm going to go there probably when I retire. I'm going to go out and visit. But it is dry. It is mountainous. It is very vegetative. There's a lot of vegetation because they don't clean a lot of it off. Yep. And Paula had just mentioned it. You know, here every year where I live, which is, I'll show you, it's way over this way.
It's slash burning. They call it slash burning. And
so every year, where I live right there, Abingdon. That's my little town right there. You see, but in these mountains, these green mountains that you can see right here, that the Cherokee National Forest, they burn. They do prescribed burns in these forests every year to burn the underbrush. This year is even going to be worse over the next 5 years because of Hurricane Helene that came through. there's millions of trees down now. So it has really made us a really big problem. So over the next 5 to 10 years, we're going to have lots of prescribed burns to clear out the underbrush. So we don't have what has happened out in California. California,
Oregon too.
Everything I read and everything I heard, they've had budget cuts, which kept them from doing some of the things to help prevent. It is much easier to prevent a fire than to stop a fire. Fire prevention is by far the best thing you can do. That's why you have smoke detectors in your house. You have carbon monoxide detectors in your house. Hopefully you have a fire extinguisher in your house. And those things are prevention measures. You know, your kids, your grandkids should be learning this in school. They should come back and tell you all this. They should tell you about Edith, escape drills in the home. So if you have a fire, how do I get out? Even the same thing in your business. How do I get out if there's a fire? What if my front door is blocked? All those things you should be doing to make sure you're safe. And I'm going to write this down as public information today. I'll get to count this time. This is awesome.
Hey, Ashes.
Yes, ma'am.
How hot do those Malibu, like for example, the Malibu fires? How hot do they get? What temperature?
They'll be over 1,000 degrees easy. You know, you will see in the fires that we had in Gatlinburg a few years ago. There are cars that melted. So the aluminum melted and ran down the street because they had the same type of fire here. The exact same thing happened. So theirs was caused by 2 kids with fireworks.
Oh my gosh!
But they get well over 1,000 degrees. They allow that to you know, it all melts. So yeah, Ray even mentioned earlier, it's like a lot of melted gold and silver. Yep, there probably is.
Well, you know, I don't think any safes are rated.
What are the possibilities?
I don't know. I don't know how the safes would be rated, the fireproof safes, but
yeah, they're not going to be ready for that. So I mean, when you have the conflagration fire, what happens? The safe outside of the safe itself may be okay because it's not really fireproof. It's kind of fire resistant. But what happens? The inside temperature gets so hot, your stuff's still going to burn up. So you know, it is what it is.
You know what I was thinking? I was thinking about if there are that all of the metal detectorists, you know, in our community and stuff that live around there should get together and try to get with some of the homeowners and offer their services to those homeowners after all is said and done, because there were a lot. Nice. They were actually talking about the people looting, and is it looting?
And there's not a whole lot left to loot, but like you said, if you have a metal detector, you know, if you had gold bullion or silver bullion, like Ray said, you know, 1150, 1900, so somewhere in that range, you know, over 1100 to 2000 degrees, when it melts, at least there's a pile of metal there.
Exactly. It's still
they can
silver
take
and
that
gold.
metal and they can get something for that metal.
Yep, it's still silver and gold.
Yep. And, you know, the government, you know, as much as we hate to hear this, the government will help them. The federal government, they will get some money to help, I hope. FEMA, and I'm not going to bash FEMA because, you know, FEMA is just another 4-letter word. But, you know, they can only do what they are allowed to do by the federal code. And so if they are able to help these folks, just like they're helping the people in Tennessee, North Carolina, and Virginia with the hurricane, they will help these folks out in California with the fires. I know that the president said, the current president said that, you know, it's 100%. And, you know.
And I'm sure there were variables, you know, there were probably homes that burnt that weren't subjected to that high of heat, like in Paradise. In the Paradise fire, the NJC and PCGS actually offered their services to the victims of Paradise that had like slabbed coins and stuff like that. They actually restored a lot of those coins and reholdered them for owners. So.
And me putting the chat, you know, me safe is buried 4 feet on the ground. That's a really good thing. Or, you know, if you put your, say, if you're able to build a basement and you put your safe in the basement and you could dig down a little bit deeper and put that down and cover it with concrete, you know, however you do that, you can make things a little bit safer. Or you store your stuff off site. But in this fire that they've had in California, a lot of places they thought were safe banks have burned to the ground, churches have burned to the ground, schools have burned to the ground. So there's places you think
So
are
no
safe.
place is safe. Yeah.
It's not, and it's just, and it's just really sad. And you're going to have insurance companies going to say, "Hey, we're not covering this," and they probably have a clause in their policy so they don't have to cover it. But that's just sad. So
that's why you should be members of the ANA and use their and insure your coin collections and your silver and gold collections through them. But
Yep.
whatever. Because it's different insurance. Your homeowner's insurance will never give you what private like insurers through.
Yeah. You're never going to get your money. I mean, I sleep with my insurance agent every night, and
fantastic.
And I asked her about, and she said it's covered to a point, but you're never going to get out of it what it's worth or what you put into it.
Oh no, yeah.
And I try to sleep with her really nice, at least once a week, and it just doesn't work out any better for me. So,
it's just so scary though that it's just a shame, and those people that lost their lives. I mean, that's the biggie.
Yeah, most of them trying to save their homes, and it just blew by so fast. There was no way out, and that's another thing, Ash, is that they failed on was their emergency alert system and having and the state having its own like escape plan, because the same thing happened when I was at my sister's with people who were evacuating. The freeways got bogged down, and the side roads and everything got bogged down. No, people got stuck on the roads and had no place to go. Same thing happened in Paradise. A lot of people lost their lives because they were stuck in their cars and could not move.
Yep. And
because
then
it was piss poor planning.
And then they have to leave their vehicle and run and try to save themselves, which is why you see some of the videos of, LA County Fire Department, great fire department, they staff they call them tractors. They're bulldozers. They staff their bulldozers 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and their track hose because they have so many fires like this. And so, they're driving down the street, pushing cars out of the way so fire trucks can get through.
So, Ashes, do they do underbrush burning in like say Yellowstone National Park?
Yeah, they do, and it depends on certain parks, and it's going to depend on the Bureau of Land Management, BLM, and what they do and where they do it. But yes, I think every national park, every national forest does have some type of prescribed burning. I saw somebody mention in chat earlier about logging. Logging, if they do it correctly, is a great way to remove. Yeah, right there. So John Pierce was talking about it. So that they can do. Loggers could work to help that, but you're right. It's not worth the hassle what they have to go through.
And that's one of the reasons we have the fire problems that we have had in the last 20 years, because they cut back on all of this logging stuff to save the spotted owl. And so a lot of this logging and underbrush burning and stuff like that, the prescribed burning and the slash burning were cut back to save the spotted owl.
Yeah, and
I hit one with my car one time.
and they are now seeing, you hate to put it this way, but they're seeing the error of their ways and the things that they have doing. So it's too little, too late. But that's moving forward, hopefully it'll be better.
Yeah, that's true.
And what happens to all these animals? I mean, what? Wow.
Well,
all the deer.
I mean, they're going to. And so here's what. So when the forest burns, when trees burn,
they move.
Next spring, it's going to come back. It's going to be nice and pretty and green.
Yeah.
That's what happens. But all the underbrush is gone. So. The deer that were able to, all the wild animals that were able to run away, they ran away. Even Bigfoot, if he can run fast enough, he's able to move. And then they'll come back. It's very cyclic. It runs in cycles about what happens, and there's
all the animals can't get out.
Yeah, and there's somebody that manages it that's way above us, if you believe that. And so things happen because that's the plan. And
yeah, that's right.
You know?
And like Ash has said, many of these homes, especially in Malibu, if you've ever been to Malibu, you know what I'm talking about. Many of them have been passed down from generation to generation to generation. So that is old family money, a lot of it in Malibu.
Yeah.
And many of those homes needed to be rebuilt anyway. They're even telling people to be careful because there's so much asbestos and I'm trying to think of asbestos and help me out here.
Well,
Anyway,
all the stuff
that
in
they
your
need to
house.
be careful digging through
Red paint.
Yeah, lead paint, asbestos, and anyway, I can't think of the other one. But they're telling people because the homes were so old that there's a lot of that.
What's nice to see you.
And there's a lot of palm trees in Southern California, and palm trees, if they are not maintained, and that's the owner's responsibility, if they're on their property, they are, talk about tinder. I mean, they go up in a flash, those palm trees. Those palm fronds, when they dry out, they are just, I mean, they're great kindling.
Oh.
You know, right now, if you look at CAL FIRE's website, I'll put a link in the chat so you can see it. It is CAL FIRE is a California Division of Fire. I think it's division, might be Department of Fire. Anyway, that's who. It's the largest fire department in California. They do most of the wildland protection, and they do structural protection for contract cities. Mm-hmm. But during this fire that they've got right now, that's how many calls they have responded to. If you click that link, 19,300 calls, 105 wildfires, over 40,000 acres burned, 13 people have lost their life, and over 12,300 structures have burnt to the ground. So,
wow.
You know, and if you scroll down and look at the map, it's in a very, very small area there around Los Angeles. This is happening. So,
how many people have lost their lives in this fire that you know of, Ashes?
13.
I think it's the total with all the fires in that area is like 29 or something now.
Yeah, I'm sure it's going to go up. They're going to find folks later, and that's just what happens.
And there's just not a lot left either to find. So
yeah, so what will happen? It's very similar to what happened in Hawaii a couple of years ago. You know, there'll be missing person reports, and they'll have to do an investigation, and then they may not find anything.
You know, as devastating as fires are, and the water floods, I think I'd rather be in a flood than a fire.
Flash flooding
depends on how you go in the fire. If you go from the smoke and you just fall asleep, then you know what I mean.
Yeah, I would rather face the fire than face the flood, because the flood, flash flooding happens so quickly. You really don't get much notice. We didn't get much notice with Hurricane Helene. We knew it was coming, but we had no idea that the top of the mountain in my area where we live was going to get over 30 inches of rain, which caused all the issues in North Carolina, Tennessee, and Virginia. With fires, you kind of get you'll hear about a small fire, and then you can make decisions, hopefully, to get away. I don't want to be involved in either one of them. I don't want to
either.
I don't want to drown. I don't want to burn up. So I want to die an old man, and so, I think the best thing you can do is just be prepared. Be prepared for all of it. Have stuff in your cars that can sustain you. Carry a case or half a case of water in your car, some blankets, a flashlight.
Water will last forever, won't it?
Yeah, and put some snacks back there. Whether it's a pack of nabs, crackers, I call them nabs, pack of crackers in your car, or a fruit bar or something, and do that, and make sure that something to think about is if you're like me, my keys hang by my door when I walk out the door. Think about where you put your keys. Think about how you put your shoes at nighttime. So if you need to leave your house in a quick hurry, how can you facilitate for you to get out for whatever the reason is? Yeah, bug out bag. Roxzilla is exactly right. That's the kind of stuff. And I'm not saying be scared. I'm just saying be prepared.
Mhm.
Yeah, there was a guy on YouTube that was saying he calls them blessing bags that he keeps under his seat that he gives to homeless people.
Yep.
Mhm.
And I thought that was pretty cool.
And then if Ray runs out of his house naked, not much to see there, is it, Ray? Yeah. but I will say this, and this is a little bit selfish of me, and please don't think really, but if I'm leaving and I'm getting my family out, I'm not stopping for anybody else. I'm taking care of my family because that's my responsibility.
That's right.
I will try to help if I can, but if I think it's a life and death situation and I need to be gone, I'm out. And
yeah, if you can run fast enough to jump in the back of my truck, you're good to go. But
yeah, you can grab a hold of my spare tire on the back of my Jeep. Hold on, I'll take you for a ride. And Belchko is right. Prepping is life. If you prepare, that that's one of the reasons why a lot of us collect silver and gold, to be prepared, right?
Mhm.
I was in a chat somewhere the other day, and they had vehicle problems, and they had to go sell some of their silver so they could pay for their vehicle repairs.
That's far.
How wonderful is that you have that ability to do that?
That's exactly right.
Or pay to have trees. I think another person had to cut trees down because of the hurricane.
Hey, Alex, welcome to the She Shop.
My truck doesn't. No, my truck does work. It just looks ugly right now. Yeah, they're trying to get me, the body shop, to just do Bondo on my truck. I'm still fighting it. It's a mess. It's a mess. The body shop he wants to get a whole new quarter panel, which is what I want too. And they want him to pull it out and use a bunch of Bondo and just paint over it. No, I want to be made whole.
Yep. Yeah,
So,
me and me's neighbor have a deuce and a half ready to go. Nothing wrong with that. The good thing about deuce and a half, those things run on any kind of fuel.
What's a deuce and a half?
The big military truck, not a 5-ton truck, but a 2.5-ton truck, like they saw in the Vietnam era. Those are deuce and a half Army truck.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Are fire blankets included in car emergency kits in California? Whatever is in your emergency kit, Hugh, is what you decide to put in it. You have to decide what works best for you.
And what if you were going to tell somebody this is what you should have as far as emergency in your car, what would you tell them? Besides water and first aid?
Flashers.
Yeah, so you need a flashlight, you need batteries, you need a small first aid kit, water and food. You need cell phone, you need charger, you need a way to charge your cell phone without using your vehicle. So a small battery pack that has a little solar panel on top of it. I got one of those for Christmas. Pretty neat. Absolutely. Belchko says cash. Absolutely cash, because digital stuff may not work. So you need a stash of cash. You need, and me says your uncles Smith and Wesson both should be with you. I agree with that 100%.
Clean underwear.
but look at it like this, Ashes. In Texas, you got heat. Do you put all this stuff in your car and leave it? Or do you just have it prepared to walk out the door?
Well, I think you have it prepared to walk out your door. And like where I'm at now, I mean, we got 6 inches of snow this past week, and the temperatures were, 10 degrees or less. And so, I wouldn't leave it out there because it's going to freeze. So you have to have it ready to go. But yeah, a rechargeable flashlight. They may even make flashlights that have a hand crank on it. That you
they do.
Yeah.
They do.
Yeah. And the same thing with a small radio that you can pick up, AM and FM radio. They have one of those hand crank.
Yep, they sure do.
A fire extinguisher, a reflector, a whistle, clothing appropriate for the time of year. So if it's cold, you need a blanket, you need a raincoat. If it's hot, you may not need so much, but you still may need some. A boost box or booster cables for your vehicle. A small shovel like you used to carry in the Army, those little folding shovels. Things like, you have to think of.
What would you use a shovel for?
Well, what if my car gets stuck? What if I drive off the edge of the road and
I'll call David.
Well,
he'd
you
be
may-
with you.
you may or may not be able to call David. So you can take care of yourself. And they make these traction eggs, these boards that you can lay down and you can drive across. But you know, if you have any if you're going to say you're going to take a can of ravioli with you, you can eat ravioli cold. It's not great, but you can eat it. But you don't have the ravioli that has the pop top. You know, you pull the little top and peel it off. You need a can opener. So either get you one of the military style can openers or a hand crank can opener. That's real important to have, even in your home in case the power goes out.
Oh yeah, I had that.
You know, so there's lots of great ideas that's in the chat. But you know, you could have something that weighs 100 pounds, or you could have something that weighs 20 pounds. So I think you got to think of how many people are going with you. Oh, and don't forget your medicine, by the way. Medicine's important. So your prescription medicine and non-prescription medicine. So ibuprofen, Tylenol, those are really good. So you make sure those are included in your first aid kit. Trying to think.
That's a big old suitcase right there.
You just put a tote together.
Exactly. Yeah. Go to Walmart. Go in and buy one of those black totes with the yellow lids, or Lowe's, or wherever. And it's just a small one. Make sure it fits in the back and it stacks nice and neat. And also, now this will sound weird, but most of us probably can't read a compass. So a compass isn't going to be very helpful, but a GPS will be, that's not tied to your phone, or a paper map. So go find you an old State Farm road atlas and keep that in there. That way you can find your way around, because it's going to be still fairly accurate, because not many new roads have been built. So,
well, I'd probably, whatever's in front of me is north, so I wouldn't do well with that. I hope I can find somebody that can read a map.
And I'll put a link in the chat here. So let me open that back. There it is. And if you do take a Uncle Smith & Wesson, if you do take that with you, make sure you take the box that has the stuff that goes in it. You don't want to take it and run out, right? So you got to make sure you have enough. Hey, Invisible River Ranch. And associate yourself with like-minded people.
Mm-hmm.
If you associate yourself with like-minded people, they may have something that you need, or you may have something that they need, or there's always strength in numbers. So
yeah, that's true. That is true.
Yep. Lead. That's right. Lead, copper, either one. Yep.
All right. Well, I'm going to get going, you guys. Have a
I got to go do payroll. So
yeah. Ashes, thank you for
everybody.
coming up and explaining all this.
Thank you. Yeah, barter. And Angie is right. Angie just put barter. So if you stack dimes and nickels, or nickels and dimes, they're smaller, easy to carry, and even quarters.
Yeah.
Smaller pieces, you can trade that for stuff, right? So take some of that. So
that's right.
Or you can trade lead for what you need. Just depending on how you want to do that. So, but hey, everybody, y'all have a great day. Stay safe. And
Ashes, thank you again.
Yes, ma'am. You're welcome. Love y'all. Have a great day.
You too. Be safe. Guys in chat, thanks for coming in. Sorry we didn't have trivia today. Maybe we'll have it an extra day or something. I don't know. Anyway, you guys have a great day. Love having you in here. Don't get into any trouble that we can't get you out of. And, I think everybody needs to put together an emergency kit. Anyway, love you guys. And yeah, I would have my fishing pole with me. Anyway, love you guys. Be safe. Talk to you tomorrow. Bye-bye.